by the moon and the stars in the skies. And I swear, like the shadow that's by your side. I see the questions in your eyes. I know what's weighing on your mind. You can be sure I know my part.
Hello everyone, happy Sunday. Yeah, it has been awesome since day one of this video shooting till today. The challenge is getting tougher, getting interesting, and getting better. Happy Sunday to us all. Thank you so much for being with me. Thank you for your likes, your comments, and also viewing my video. God bless you. Okay, today I actually dressed up for church. So we are the church, so we had our own fellowship in our house, the family. It's also interesting. And after the service, I decided to do my day 5 video challenge. So today I'll be talking to us about finding your voice. Okay, I actually wrote down something for us, and I want to read it to us. So remain blessed as you stay tuned. I love you. Okay, let's go. Let's start. Let me start by saying that the first thing you ought to do as a person or as a business person is to first of all control your thoughts. Remember, you become what you think about most of the time. Be sure that you're thinking and talking about the things you want rather than the things you don't want. Now, 2, keep your mind positive by accepting complete responsibility for yourself and for everything that happens to you. Refuse to criticize others, complain, or blame others for anything. Resolve to make progress rather than excuses. Keep your thoughts and your energy focused forward and on what you can do right now to improve your life, and let the rest go. Now, I read this from this particular book. I love this book so much, and I would advise you to get one for yourself. Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. It's a very good book. It will help your mindset. It will help you not to procrastinate. Okay, let's go to our content of today. Now, the first thing the topic of today is motivate yourself into action. Motivate yourself into action. Now, what do I mean by that? You must have a voice. What do you understand by voice? Voice is when you talk, when people hear you. Like when you're playing the music and the music is low, they tell you increase the volume. That is to say, the person speaking behind the radio or the TV how to increase his or her voice, or you increase the volume of the TV or the radio for people to hear what the person is talking about. So today we're talking about motivate yourself into action, and I take mine to you must have a voice. There is something that's only you can handle. That is, there's something that you have inside that God has created in you that's only you that can handle. Nobody can handle it except you. You're the only person that can do it better. So now project your voice. You must understand that you are a voice. If you eat it, Adebawa is a voice. I'm a voice to many, and I'm happy I'm a voice to many. I'm happy my life is a testimony to a lot of people, and also I am looking up to some people that their life is a testimony to me. So I also want you to also make your life a testimony to people. Don't make your life a nuisance to people. Make your life a testimony. Let people look at you and say, I want to be like you. Now, the next thing we're talking about is you must not be quiet when your voice must be heard. Most of us, we are quiet when we're supposed to talk. You see a child that is misbehaving, because it's not my child, I will not talk. It is wrong. As a parent, even as an adult, you see a child misbehaving, even a close friend of yours that is doing something that is wrong, please tell the person that what the person is doing is wrong in love. Correct in love. The Bible says always correct in love. Now, you can project your voice by writing, by teaching, by singing. Like I said before, when you're talking and your voice is not loud, say, please increase your volume, please we can't hear you. So you can project your voice by teaching, by writing, by talking, by do those things that you know ought to do for people to hear you for people to hear you, you know. So you project your voice by teaching, by writing, so many things that you can project your voice through. Now find out what is it that is particular about you. You find your voice by finding your purpose. See, you can't give somebody what you don't have. Like I said, I'm a fashion designer. I teach people how to cut, how to draft pattern, how to sew. It is because I have it in me. That is why I'm able to give it out. If I don't have it, I can't give it out. If I have not learned somewhere, I cannot give it out. So you must have something to give out. So how do you give out what you have? It's when you find your purpose. Purpose in life is very important. You must find your purpose. At one point in time, I had to enroll in some courses like personal development course, just to find myself, to find who I am, to get to know who I am, what I can do that others cannot do. And to God be the glory, I was able to find me. And that is when we are talking about purpose. So please, as a fashion designer, as an entrepreneur, as a person, find your purpose. Discover your purpose in life. Don't deny people the opportunity to hear your voice. You're supposed to be singing somewhere in the choir for people to hear your voice, for people to give their life to Christ, for people to glorify your voice, for people to glorify God in your life. But because you just felt that the circle, the people around you are not up to your standard, you refuse to sing to God. My dear, you're not doing anybody harm, you're doing yourself harm. You're supposed to be teaching somebody as a teacher. You're feeling like I don't want to give out my knowledge to people because if I give out my knowledge to them, they will know more than me, or they will know what I know. So who told you that what you know, some other people does not know it? Please, give out what you know. The more you share your knowledge, the more better you become. Don't keep your voice. There is more about your journey. There's more about your voice. See, your journey might be a blessing to others. So please, I beg us, don't keep your voice. Project your voice for people to hear you. Talk when you ought to talk. Sing when you ought to sing. Teach when you ought to teach. And be a blessing to many others around you. Life is not forever. And so it's really good to sort of use whatever time we have left to be heard, or do something that makes us feel meaningful. I want to tell us something that happened to me. I was supposed to take some certain students, 2 girls like that, about a particular topic, and I keep telling myself, it's not yet time, it's not yet time. I kept procrastinating. All of a sudden, before we get to know what is happening, the Lagos State said there will be lockdown. And it's so painful that I'm not able to give out that thing I ought to give at that particular time, all because of procrastination. Procrastination is another thing that we will deal with, that we have to talk about. It's actually a sin. It took me time to take myself out of that procrastination thing. In fact, I had to keep telling myself every day. I had to set goals for myself every day. I have to tell myself this is what I ought to do. Sometimes I have to switch off my phone, switch off that TV for me to concentrate, for me not to procrastinate. Please, what you have to give, please give it at the right time. Everybody wants to be heard. Everybody wants to be. You want to be heard, I want to be heard. Just as you're hearing me, just as you're listening to me, I'm happy when you encourage me that I'm doing well. In conclusion, I hope you give your voice a chance. And I also hope you give your dream a voice. Strive to achieve your dream. Resolve today to be strong and emotionally balanced, not seeking security rather than seek freedom. Thank you for listening, and I hope today you give your voice a chance to bless someone just as I did today. Thank you, and God bless you.
Have you seen my beautiful baby? Have you seen my tomato baby? Oh, ELA, baby, suffer the cool me temper. Ada, baby, na shoot you. Mama, Ada, get am for everywhere. Ada